Welcome to Birmingham, Alabama, the Magic City today at Protective Stadium as a couple of teams look to walk away as champions of the Birmingham Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Boston College Eagles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So LSU's offense will get the first crack at it here. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Looking for a man. It's Gus Meyer. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. The give to the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught behind the line. It's Green. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams.
Next going for the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Gus Meyer. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Boston College's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Offside.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. First play of the period, first down here. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
7, Boston College, 0.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Bond. Still on his feet at the 45. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. And the Golden Eagles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. That's caught. It's Bond. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to... way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him, he completes it for the first down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Guys, let's talk about Boston College for a minute. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
The Golden Eagles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Looking to pass. It's James. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range and they can take the 3 points on the board.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. Snap it to the back. He's not going to get there. Stops short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the run, it's McDonald. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Golden Eagles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's James. Quick completion on the out. There he goes. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Harris. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick completion on the out route. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
How about this defense? Great job by the defense, forcing the turnover. You already got a lead. Now you get the ball right back to your offense right before the half. Big-time momentum swing.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Man, Another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Looking to throw, it's James. Short throw to the sideline, complete. He steps out of bounds with the first step.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Quickly complete. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem if the defense finally has something good happen.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped, but when he brought it out in the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talked about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Scanning the field, it's James. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Gonna look downfield again. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Steps away. Block over the middle. It's McDonald. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Pucks it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
4th down, and a field goal's not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. He's got it. 1st down and more. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the field because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. It's complete. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field. That's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached a break. Boston College has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's James. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bond. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Hey, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get into those critical points. Now they get the first.
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. This Boston College offense has it working. Wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Harris. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They knock him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain, and it's a first down for Boston College.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
To the air, it's James. Fires to the big fella. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Looking to scramble. Turning it on. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the fourth quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
Wants to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Golden Eagles are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Might be calling a hot route. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Franklin. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And after yet another third down conversion, they've got it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Back to throw, it's James. Rushes on him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Boston College!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
17, LSU, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Going right to work up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in. It's Perry. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. He wants to throw it again. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Eagles. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points. And now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall when the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Bringing it out. And the returner will be knocked down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He's going up top here late in the game. It's caught. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. That big explosive play carries him into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Anderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, LSU!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The Golden Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop.
Yeah, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make him forget that.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed up.
Loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It'll be 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Green. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play.